Swan.
Hey gang, welcome to the next installment of Tokyo Swan. Today I'm going to the Ramen Museum with some of the international students here. So hopefully it'll be a good time. So come on, let's go check it out. So we finally arrived at the Shin Yokohama Ramen Museum. Okay, so here we are in the Ramen Museum. Check it out, there's ramen everywhere. Oddly enough, there wasn't really a lot of museum in the Ramen Museum. The first floor was more or less a gift shop with a few pieces of ramen in some of the glass cases and, you know, some nice little facts along the wall. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed going to the museum, and I think, you know, it was definitely a worthwhile visit. And the whole concept of a ramen museum is pretty cool. But there was a lot of stuff in there that just kind of made me scratch my head and wonder what it was doing in a ramen museum. They even have a ramen photo booth in here.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So we're gonna decide ramen.
Now we're going to the basement floor of the Ramen Museum, because that's right, there are 3 floors of ramen. You know, I guess it makes sense. You know, you've got your art museums, science museums, history museums. Why not a ramen one? And then the bottom 2 floors were, you know, that weird little Disney World, It's a Small World kind of old school town. And I mean, that was cool that you got to, you know, had all the different shops down there and you got to taste the ramen, and the ramen was actually pretty good. Museum-wise, I'm not too sure about that. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the basement level here. It's like I've stumbled into like an old town Japan. It's really cool. There's all these little ramen shops. With what I hear is, you know, very expensive, but nice vibe to it, I guess. So, yeah. Some of the stuff here is really puzzling why it's in a ramen museum, though. I'm watching a little boxing match right here. Yeah, not quite sure what that has to do with ramen. This ramen museum is kind of like a really bizarre Disney World. I'm just kind of waiting for like a Mickey Mouse kind of dude to jump out. Obviously, you know, like a ramen guy, you know. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. Wow. I have no idea what the robot's supposed to do with ramen, but it's still pretty cool. So here's the ramen that has arrived, and I'm going to be eating it very soon. Okay, so we just had our ramen. It was pretty good, a bit pricey, but not too bad, to be honest. And now I think we're going to get some dessert. I think back on the first floor. So yeah, if you're in the Yokohama area and you want something to do that's a little bit out of the ordinary, why not go plan a trip to the Shin Yokohama Ramen Museum? You know, it works as, you know, a nice little educational thing. You get to learn a little bit, you get to buy a lot, and you get to buy some ramen and eat lunch there. So you get a nice little daytime activity and lunch taken care of in the same trip. Well, the Ramen Museum was good fun. It tasted good. Still a bit bizarre. It kind of reminds me of Disney World, but it's a small world. So I guess this is Swan signing off, and we'll see you next time.